I'm in a certain mood today, and that mood is like the mood to spill some tea, to be completely honest, to maybe roast some things. I don't know, I'm just in one of those moods. So today I thought we could spill some tea on 10 random eyeshadow palettes from my makeup collection. I'm going to be telling you my honest thoughts, what I think of them, if I ever use them, will I ever use them again? I'm gonna go all in. Now, I do have my Tiny Decisions app with me. I did spend some time before sitting down to film this video, making sure that all of my new palettes were in this wheel of wonders. And today, as I said, I'm gonna randomize 10 and we're gonna talk. But just before we do jump into this video, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe. I've just hit 5,000 subscribers, which I'm so grateful for. Thank you all so much. It just means the world to me. And I wanna keep growing, I wanna expand, I wanna keep pushing myself. And as always, I love bright, fun, colorful makeup. This was a get ready with me. It either went live tomorrow or yesterday, so definitely keep an eye out on my channel. I love this. It's a little bit more neutral for me because I am going out today with my co-workers, so I turned it back a little bit but still kept that blue. You guys know me, I gotta have a bit of blue. So I love color, I love sparkle, I love everything intense and vibrant, so we'll see what this random wheel of goodness picks for me today. So I'm gonna do each one individually. So the first palette, I'm gonna actually put no repeats because that's important. I always forget that and we always get a repeat and then I always have to re-roll. So let's go. Let's see what palette we get as palette number 1 to roast. We get Haggard Cosmetics. Okay. So this is my Haggard Cosmetics Capture Tonight eyeshadow palette. And as you can see, it is a very cool tone, smoky eyeshadow palette. And I was very, very grateful to receive this in PR. This was one of my first PR boxes and I love this so much. It does hold a very special sentimental place in my heart. However, for some reason, I'm just not reaching for it. So you can see there is a lot of smokiness going on. There's a lot of depth. There's a lot of cool tones, which you would think is right up my alley. I think I need to put this aside. This video has actually done wonders already because I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to use this. It's very wintry. It's very smoky. These shades are very, very pigmented and very, very intense, like this silver. Yeah, they're all very black based duochromes or like shimmers. I think that's what kind of scares me a little bit. If these shimmers were a bit lighter, I think I'd use them a lot more. However, because they are so deep and dark, it kind of scares me a little bit. I didn't realize that all the shimmers were going to be this dark, and this blue to purple duochrome is so stunning. It is really, really pretty. But I used this once for a get ready with me when I was trying it. It might have been a first impressions or something like that, and then I never reached for it again, which is really, really sad. But this time of year is perfect for this palette. I mean, it goes with my new top. I bought a new top. Does everyone like it? But it goes with this kind of vibe really, really well. It's definitely something that I need to reach for. So thank you, this video, for reminding me about this. I definitely need a makeup wipe on hand. The quality is very, very nice. I'm really, really happy about that. Would I buy this again? I'm not too sure, just because of the shimmers. The shimmers are so dark. I do like a light brightening shimmer shade, so maybe I wouldn't buy this with my own money if I were to go back in time. However, I'm grateful that I have it. It's something different in my collection and I am looking forward to using it again. Okay, palette number 2. Let's see what we get for our second palette. I think the first palette was quite a good pick. So what do we get? Orange You Glad. Okay. This is my Colourpop Orange You Glad eyeshadow palette, and as you can see, it's very orange. It is very lightly used, and I'd say this is probably my least used Colourpop palette in my whole collection. I do have quite a few of the monochromatic 9 pans, and this is definitely the most neglected. I've said a few times in regards to this, if I'm gonna go for colour, I'm gonna go for color. This is one of those colors, orange. It's like in the middle of being a colourful colour and a neutral, you know, it's somewhere in the middle. However, I think that I should pull this out. Oh my god, is there going to be a theme in this video? It's one of those I always overlook, and I think probably a big reason for that is because I've been panning Modern Renaissance. Modern Renaissance has a lot of very, very warm tone shades, very, very bright oranges and reds, and it just kind of scares me now. I've got like PTSD from reds and oranges. It's a really nice palette, it's lovely, but you can see I've barely used this at all. Like it's unused. Maybe I should roll this into a Pan Those Eyeshadows project and maybe hit pan on at least one of them. I don't know, because it is nice. I do enjoy it when I do reach for it. I think it complements my eyes very, very well. It is a contrasting colour to blue, and my eyes are blue. So maybe I should use this. Maybe this is a palette that, again, needs to be pulled out, needs to be played with, needs to be loved a bit more, because it is very, very pretty. And I really hate having pristine makeup in my collection, especially when it's as old as this. This has been in my collection since I started uni. I've graduated now. So what, 4 years? This does not look like a 4-year-old palette. I want this to be beaten and bruised if it's gonna say that it's 4 years old in my collection, because I want it to look nice. The quality again is beautiful, but I'm just not gravitating towards oranges right now. I don't know, what can I say? This does make me feel really bad. Like, you can see the outside is struggling. The outside is struggling, but on the inside, she's still pristine. And we need to change that. Would I buy this again? I probably wouldn't buy this. I bought this in a vault full of the monochromatic palettes, the rainbow vault. I probably wouldn't have bought this just on its own, or if I wasn't like trying to collect them. I went through that phase for a bit of trying to collect them all. We all did it. We all went there. But I probably wouldn't see this on the website and be like, oh my god, yeah, I gotta buy it. So no, I probably wouldn't buy this again. I'm kind of glad that I have it just for like the collector's mentality. I know that's really bad, but I regret nothing. Let's move on to palette number 3. And let's see what we get. Maybe something that I like absolutely love, because we need a good palette. Okay, Jungle Princess. Not one that I absolutely love. The color story of this palette is absolutely gorgeous. Like, I love these chartreuses and these greens, and then that bright blue, pops of purple. So in theory, this palette is so beautiful and stunning. The quality, however, is just not there. This is a Revolution Lion King collab, and I know I've been on this rant so many times, but I love The Lion King. I love The Lion King so much. It's my favorite film. I'm gonna go see the prequel. I'm stoked. I'm hyped. I love it. So when this came out, I did have like Lion King blindness. I think I just like saw Lion King and just went for it. I do like this color story. If this was any other domain, that's not the word. If it was any other film, any other franchise, would I have bought it? Probably not. However, I'm glad I do have it. This chartreuse is quite nice quality. However, these purples are non-existent. They're not great. It's very like Revolution on a cash grab, you know? Like Revolution got the rights to The Lion King and we're like, right, we need something. We need something. You can see it's not been that well used. These two green shimmers are dense. They are like bricks. They have not much shimmery payoff. I always have to top them with something because they just look like I've put another matte on my eye. This blue shimmer is really, really stunning. It's got a really, really nice shimmer in it, but the rest of the shimmers are just like non-existent. This matte purple might as well just be air at this point. It's got no pigment to it. The rest of the shades are nice. So Lioness, True Love, Elephant Graveyard, Seraphina, and Main Gal are really, really nice shades, which really confuses me because there seems to be two different qualities in this palette. There's a really, really good quality and a really, really bad quality, which I don't really understand because it's a 9-pan palette. Like, can we have the same quality, please? It just confuses me. I'm so glad I have it though. It's The Lion King. A lot of people were telling me to depot these palettes because I have another one that I speak about as well. A lot of people were telling me depot these palettes and put in indie shades that I know and love. I don't think I can do that either though, because I don't want to split up my indie collection. I don't think that I would use this palette enough, even if I replaced all the shades, to warrant depotting and destroying all my indie shadows. I see this as a collector's piece, and I always get really annoyed when people say that about makeup, and it's like, oh, it's a collector's piece. I'm like,
no, it's a piece of makeup.
But now I'm like, well, it's a collector's piece. Am I the biggest hypocrite in the world? Yes, I am. I'm here all week. But it's the Lion King. How can I get rid of a Lion King palette? You guys tell me. I don't know. Would I buy it again? Yes. Yes, with this packaging, yes. To be fair, even if it was just like this color story but good quality, I think I'd get a lot of use out of it, but it is just, unfortunately, the quality. Palette number 4. Let's go. Can we please have something that I'm like jumping for joy about? Okay, we've had a few duds right now. Come on. Oh, it heard me. The Christmas Eve palette from Odin's Eye. I adore this palette. This is a very me color story, kind of reminiscent to what I'm wearing on my eyes today. And I got this long before I was ever on Odin's Eye PR list. So it does have a very sentimental purpose in my collection. And I mean, just look at these shades. How can you ever say no to these? I would buy this again in a heartbeat. Like, spoilers, I know I'm just like ruin the whole part of this video, but I would buy this again, no questions asked. I love this so much. The shimmers are so intense. This shade in particular, it's like purple, blue, and yellow. Stop it right now. Silvery Dream. I swear there's a shade called Silvery Dream in the new collection as well. Hang on. That's got me thinking. I gotta do a swatch comparison. Oh no, it's Silvery Bliss in this palette, which makes sense because that is the name of the palette. I think I had a dumb moment there. But they are just so stunning. Like, I really want Odin's Eye to do this kind of color story again. The cool tones, the grunginess, the like Christmassiness. It is so beautiful. And I do have a pan up here. This was in my Pan Those Eyeshadows. I just love it. I need to pull this out for winter and for Christmas. I was going to pull this out in my everyday makeup drawer this month, but I did hold off just because I want it in next month when it is truly Christmas. It can be used on Christmas Eve, and I'm just so excited to use this again. And just looking at it gives me that like, ooh, you know, gives me that motivation to really delve into this because I just cannot wait. This is one of those palettes that still make me excited to this day, and it just makes me so like, I just want to use it. I just want to use it right now. This is definitely a me color story, a lot more than the Christmas palettes that came out this year. I did give them good reviews because the quality was good, but the color story maybe not for me. This is just the best. I love this so much. I will 100% repurchase this in a heartbeat. I cannot wait to use it. And I don't know, just looking at it right now, it's like, oh, I really want to use this right now. I'm going to put it down because I'm tempted to just like wipe off. But I'm not going to do it because I'm going for afternoon tea in like an hour. All right, palette number 5, the halfway mark. Let's see what we get. Are we going to get another favorite or another flop? The Pastel Roses quad number 2. This is the Crushed Diamonds collection from the Pastel Roses. This is the quad number 2. There were 4 quads that came out with this collection. This is the pink quad, which is my least favorite, but just because of the color story. As I said before, I'm a grunge, cool tone, blue kind of girl. This is pink, as you can see. However, I still love it. I still reach for this. If I'm going to go for a pink, it's going to be this. My love for the Pastel Roses is undying. I still have to pinch myself because I can work with them. Like, I work with the Pastel Roses. Like, what is going on right now? Dreams are coming realities. That's what's happening. I love this. They have 4 of these quads in this collection, and I love how they're set up because, first of all, they're $11.99 each, and with my code Caitlin20 you can get 20% off, and that is not affiliated. But There's a deep outer corner shade, there's a blending shade, and there's 2 beautiful duochromes in each of these quads, which, I mean, you can't complain. It's literally, it's set up, it's so easy, it's so beautiful. The quality is top notch. I just think these are stunning. When I saw these release, I was just like in awe. I do have the Pastel Roses shade on my lids today, so you can kind of see what the quality of these are like. But I mean, just look how vibrant that is. That was this top duochrome here, like unmatched. If you're in the UK and you're looking for an indie brand to support and to love, the Pastel Roses. Go girl, run. I've been a supporter of them for way longer than they have been supporting me in my channel and sending me PR. My love for them just like goes back to like 2019 when I first discovered them, and I'm so proud to say that I am like an affiliate with them. Like, honestly, incredible. It's not often you find a brand that you would genuinely like be so loyal to, but the Pastel Roses is one of those brands for me, and I just love everything they release. Even if it's pink, the quality is stunning, and I love this so much. I probably wouldn't repurchase this specific palette because it is pink. However, the other palettes in the collection, no brainer, I would definitely repurchase. So if you are a pink girl, this it's just for you. You need to go buy it. Palette number 6. What do we get? I'm so scared. What are we gonna get? It is another Pastel Roses palette. This is the Pastel Roses Rose Delights eyeshadow palette, and this is one that I have said multiple times that I need to pull out, I need to use, but I did pull it out and use it semi-recently, and I really loved the look that came out from that. I used this in a video. It was called Full Face of Makeup That Terrifies Me, because this does. These super warm tones, again, do scare me a little bit. This is my comfort zone, like blues and cool tones and things like that. These scare me, but we do have a pop of blue, my baby. We do also have like a kind of taupe kind of shade up here. It's kind of like a caramel kind of taupe. I don't know if that makes any sense, but there are some really pretty shades in here, and I know that I can get some really nice, especially like festive kind of looks or Valentine's Day looks. This palette would be perfect for Valentine's Day, and I am really excited to have it in my collection. I think this was the first palette that they ever sent to me in PR, so it has an incredible sentimental place in my heart, and I'm, again, forever grateful. But the quality is stunning, as always. The quality of everything the Pastel Roses releases, I love to bits, and I'm really looking forward to playing with this. That is what I love about these videos. They really get me inspired and motivated to play with my collection and to really give things a go and just like play, you know? Sometimes I do get stuck in my comfort zone, especially with project panning. Having so many project pans, it kind of feels like I have to use certain things. But these kind of videos, these like 10 random palette videos, they get me excited, and they're like, oh, I have these palettes, all the things that I can do with them. And this palette is definitely one of those. Whenever I see this, I'm like, oh, we ought to play with that today. Even though I'm scared of reds, I think that this is a really pretty palette, and yeah, I'm looking forward to using it. Just look at those shimmers. Oh, are you kidding me? Such a pretty one. I need to get over my fear of reds, and this is definitely going to help me do that. Okay, palette number 7. We're on the kind of home stretch right now. Let's see what we're gonna get. I swear I put no repeats. Oh, I think I turned it off actually. Lol. That was funny. Yeah, I just did the exact opposite thing that I wanted to do at the start of this video. So, oh my god, Jungle Princess. We might have to go through the ringer again here. Why can I never get this right? I don't know. ABH Sugar, this is a new one. This is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Sugar eyeshadow palette, and I did do a get ready with me very recently with this, talking about dating, what trouble I get up to in my dating life and in my dating apps. I love this so much. I did do a review of this, and I think it's so pretty. This has got me really excited for Anastasia Beverly Hills again. They did do a sister palette to this, which was the Spice palette. However, that was just a little bit too warm toned and neutral for me. Again, like I've said, I love this kind of look, cool tones with blues. Cool tones with blues. I don't really go for these more pinky shades. I do stick to like this side of the palette. However, I'm really, really glad that there are these pinks. It just adds that little bit of contrast. You guys may know I love contrasting makeup looks as well, and I'm so glad I bought this. I'm on that like weird kind of mindset that I really want to do more makeup reviews and review more eyeshadow palettes. However, I don't want to just buy palettes to review, even if I'm just not bothered about them. This was the perfect mix of both. I love this color story, and so I did a review on it, and it did really, really well. So thank you so much. I always get really nervous when I post reviews because I don't know if anyone's going to want to watch it or like it, or I don't know, I'm a massive overthinker with things like that. But this is just really pretty. This blue, stunning. These taupes, stunning. I have used this for dates and days out and multiple things like that. If I want to still have fun, but also be a little bit more neutral, like today. I have not used it today, but this is the vibe that it's giving. Neutral, but also kind of fun. But I'm really glad that I did treat myself to this. It was a little bit of a splurge. ABH is not the cheapest brand in the world, but I love it. I would buy it again in a heartbeat. I think it is really, really stunning, a really pretty palette, and I'm really excited to keep using it. It's quite predictable. However, sometimes you just kind of need something like that. You kind of need a predictable palette to throw on the eyes, to go out, to feel confident in. This is definitely like a feel confident kind of palette because I love it. I can rely on it. It is reliable. It is maybe a little bit basic for my taste, but I'm so happy that ABH are playing with color, throwing in some blues, throwing in some pinks, even this like burgundy purpley kind of shade down here. Really stunning. I'm just so happy with this, and yeah, I would definitely repurchase this. I love this so much. I'm really happy. Yeah, I love talking about things that I love. I don't know, it just gives me such a big like beaming smile. I love that one. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Palette number 8. What are we gonna get? Hopefully not a duplicate. I can't believe I made that mistake again. Let's have a look. That's Taupe. This is my Pan That palette for right now. This is the That's Taupe palette, and it is what I'm wearing on my eyes today. You can hopefully see that there is quite a lot of use on this palette, and I intend to make it look even more used and abused very, very soon. This was a very neglected palette for a very, very long time, and then I think I rolled it into a No Pan Left Behind, and then I just fell in love with it. I can't tell you what happened. I just was using it and I was like, wow, this is stunning. This is a perfect everyday palette for me. I am wearing it in my crease today. I have added a few little pops of color here and there, but this is like the base of the look. I use this in my eyebrows every single day. You can tell these two shades are used and abused. I'm really hoping to have pans in those very, very soon. I only rolled this in as Pan That palette 2 months ago because I was panning Modern Renaissance and I was just getting a little bit tired of that, a little bit worn down, and so I decided to add something new, something exciting, and I'm really, really excited to carry on using it. I'm not bored of it yet at all. I've found shades that I love, like Slated and Snake Eyes are such stunning shades. Rocksteady also reminds me of Warm Taupe from the Modern Renaissance, which I don't know if you know, I don't know if you were here for. I nearly cried when I finished that shade because I love it so much. And now I kind of have this little replacement here. But these are the shades that I feel really confident and comfortable with. If I need to go out and I need to be either professional or I don't want to do bright, colorful makeup, these are the shades that I really gravitate towards and I really, really love. I think they make my blue eyes really, really pop with the coolness of these. I just think it's stunning. I never thought I would fall in love with this as much as I have, but I really, really have. And having it as Pan That palette is just confirm that. And I really, really enjoy this palette. I would definitely repurchase this. I mean, who am I? Who am I right now? It also kind of reminds me of the e.l.f. Truffles Bite Size palette, which was my first ever pan that palette, which is kind of like a blast from the past. If anyone was there for that, you're a trooper. Wow, you're a trooper. But I had a little 4-pan e.l.f. palette, flew through it, loved it. This definitely reminds me of that, and I really like it. It's so nice. A lot of people were shocked that I actually owned this, but it's my little baby now. If I could get some pans in it before the end of the year, that'd be amazing. Again, I am working mainly on these two. If I can hit pan on any of those, or even both of those, I'd be a very happy gal. Okay, the penultimate palette, palette number 9. Let's see what we're gonna get. Is it gonna be a good one? Is it gonna be a bad one? I don't know. Oh, All Stars. Okay. This is the Pierre All Stars palette, and this is my pan that palette in order. And I have mixed feelings about this one, to be honest. I kind of do regret having it as pan that palette in order just because it is such a huge palette. Like, this is a big boy. This is a big palette. 35 pans. We are exactly halfway now. We're on this blue shade, and I'm not gonna lie, I forget about this every single month. I forget about pan that palette in order, and then I come on camera and I'm like, whoops. The quality of this is great, but I think I'm just a little bit bored of it right now. I was umming and ahhing whether or not I wanted to, sorry, I just thought my audio stopped, so I had a mini heart attack there. But I was umming and ahhing whether I wanted to continue pan that palette in order, and you guys said that you really loved it. So I am going to continue with it, but it might just take a few extra months. I was thinking of only updating it when I actually have progress, because the pressure of having more pans every single month does get quite a lot, especially when, as I said, I'm doing so many projects right now. So it's nice to have this as a very loved palette. I mean, you cannot deny it looks pretty beaten and bruised. Well, the top of it does, maybe not the bottom so much. I am excited to keep using it. I am really hoping that I can get these done, because it's not, I mean, we're halfway there. I have lost motivation with this a little bit though, so I don't know. Maybe I will put this aside until the new year. I don't know, maybe I'll give myself a 2-month break with this. I don't know, let me know down below what you would do with this, but I really do love it. The quality is beautiful. I got this in TK Maxx for like £15, something like that. Cannot complain in the slightest. Would I buy it again? Yeah, I think I would. I would buy it again. It is a really nice palette. I do really enjoy it, but it's just me being like, yeah, I can hit pan in every shade, easy peasy. And now, over a year later, I'm like, oh, maybe not. But it is nice. If you have it, get it out, show it some love, because the quality is really amazing. And finally, palette number 10. What are we gonna get? Are we gonna end on a high? Please end on a high. Come on. The Pastel Roses quad number 1. So like the pink palette, this is one of the Crushed Diamonds eyeshadow quads from the Pastel Roses. This is the quad number 1. It is definitely a more neutral, everyday wearable palette. It is so stunning. Look at this. Again, very similar to what I'm wearing today, like pan that palette material, question mark. Oh, these would be such nice pan that palettes. Just like 4 easy shades, like beautiful quality. Who can complain? Definitely not me. But this is definitely a lot more neutral, a lot more laid back. Very similar, again, what I'm wearing in my crease today. Like I said, a beautiful deepening shade, a beautiful blending shade, and then 2 stunning duochromes. We have a white to yellow and then a kind of gold to green here. Absolutely gorgeous. And again, this was the other palette, just to remind you, £11.99. Like £11.99. Plus 20% off with Caitlin 20. Like, I literally speechless. For an indie quality palette as well, it is just one of a kind. I just love the Pastel Roses so much. I can rave about them forever. They just have a really beautiful quality, and I'm so happy to be talking about it. I would definitely repurchase this one. I did get sent it in PR, but if I were to like purchase it again, I 100% would if it went missing or if it got lost or if it broke or something like that. I definitely repurchased this one because it's such a nice, kind of similar to That's Taupe. If you don't know what to do, or if you need to be like a little bit more professional, or if you need to tone down a little bit, this is a really, really nice, very simple, not really thinking too hard kind of palette. And I just love it for that. It's got some fun with the duochromes, and what more can I say? It is stunning. It is beautiful. I love it. So this is it. This is the end of this video today, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, definitely like and subscribe. Let me know if you want me to do more of these videos. But with that being said, this is where I'm going to love you and leave you today. Have an incredible day, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye.